there are things which nobody will tell you, especially if you have a good job and you are generally stable. There are lessons you learn, and you'll get those experiences first time. Now, when you reach 40, make sure you have a small business, you have a small side hustle. When you reach 40, no, it means the days that are remaining in your life might be less than the number of days you have lived on this earth. You are approaching retirement. You are remaining with less than 20 years to retire. Now, at 40, of course, your salary is high. You are among the highest paid individuals in that company. You are comfortable driving a good car, and generally your family is good, and you don't lack. But this is the time you should be worried of your future. You're 40. No, they say life begins at 40. There's a reason why they say that. In your 40s, you will see that in your office, your boss treats you differently. You're the ones who is told to train others, your juniors. Once you reach at the top, you are probably a manager. Once you reach that level, you are almost exiting that environment. So when you reach this state, this is the time you should be worried, and you should think of doing something aside that will supplement your income, that will cover you in future. Now make sure you identify a side hustle which can generate some small amount, which can give you experience on how to manage business. Because most people, when they reach 60, when they retire, that is when they rush to start business. And majority of retirees make blunders because they start businesses they don't have any idea about. They have never managed any business in their lifetime. So they end up wasting their pension on businesses they cannot be able to manage. But if you start as early as 40, you learn the process, you'll make some mistakes, and by the time you reach 50, you know what you want, you have established yourself, and you are ready to retire. Life is not linear. Sometimes things can go wrong. So when you reach 40, that is the time you start battling some health issues. The things you are doing in your 20s will catch up, the bad things, like drinking, like irresponsible behaviors. So you find you have diabetes, you have pressure, and other diseases. So at that time, something can happen and you lose your job. And once you lose your job, if you are a man, you know what happens? All your income will disappear because you don't have anything aside. You are going to consume what you have been saving. You have never managed anything that can bring extra income. So at that time, if you are married, your wife is watching you and he knows that now things are becoming thick. And you know, women are loyal to your money, not you. When that money is exhausted, then you'll know the true colors. Women will hide their characters as much as possible when they know that financially they are recovered by you. But once you lose that leverage, that advantage, then you see their true colors. There's no lady, especially if they're financially independent, who can stick with you when you have nothing. Never. We prefer being independent or looking for someone who is better than you. So that's why you should cover yourself with a side hustle, create a YouTube channel, start posting videos, create a Facebook page, start posting videos and content, create a blog, start creating content, start a small business. Also, in your 40s, if you cannot manage all those businesses, go into real estate if you have enough income and invest there. Have even very few rooms which you can rent out and make some money. Look for other investment opportunities. You can even plant trees. Buy some small land, plant trees. By the time 10 years are over, you have something. You will be selling one tree per year and you survive on that. That's what people do. So don't just depend on your job. Even if you're so busy, if you cannot start a business or these things you stated, why can't you identify something you can invest in? For example, special funds, money market fund is there. Just invest, even a circle, identify a good circle and invest your money there. So that when you reach your 60, you'll be earning dividends from your circles every year. You'll be earning interest from that money market fund. So those are some of the things you can do when you reach your 40s. At this time, you know what happens? In your 40s is when your mind starts thinking differently. And you start noticing that now you can see things clearly. That's why you find when someone reaches 40, if he was a heavy drunkard, used to drink heavily, they stop. If they had 20 women outside there, they reduce to maybe 3, 2. And if they were not investing, you find them start investing. They start even analyzing their friends and the value they bring into their lives. So 40 is the most critical age for a human being to start making sound decisions that will help them in their 60s. I think you have seen men in their 60s, how they become lonely. In your 60s, your best friend is your money, not your wife. Because in your 60s, your wife will side with their children and you remain alone. So if you have something, for example, you live in town A and in town B, you have some apartment which you are renting out. You can just go there, relax there, and you start spending your money. If you have invested in your 60s, if your wife is with your children and they're enjoying life, you can spend your money to travel around the world and enjoy life. You cannot be bored. But if you don't have anything in your 60s, you regret. And the life moves so fast, you'll not even notice. From 40 to 60, it's like 5 years. Because you can think this is 2026. 20 years ago was 2007. 2007, it was not long ago. So it means from 2007 up to now is the same time up to your retirement. So think about it, and this is the time to invest and think of retirement because anything can happen.